Hello, all greetings. This is Gilles Monsieur. I'm coming back today to continue this discussion about philosophy. For all that I'm talking about here is about self-development, but it's about philosophy. Philosophy is a mean by which to attain a better quality of life, to find good life for human beings. And so there's all kinds of philosophy, and what I'm discussing here is a transcendental philosophy of non-being, the science of ascension. For this is really what I invested my life and time, and so Spirit is asking me to communicate on those many subjects of the spirit realm. For we are not here to serve the great mass of humanity. We are here to serve the whole as the planet and all its kingdom and all the universe, and serve the God inside. But we, in a sense, we are in our teaching. We're only here to serve those who are interested, who are attuned to those frequencies. And this is really what for the others we will not understand just yet. And so I wanted to salute your courage, for it is very courageous to incarnate in this planet of the whole galaxy. There are billions of uninhabited worlds that will eventually not know them all, but we'll know some of them. But this planet is the most dualized, the most polarized, the most difficult program of evolution. So we all came here because it is also where we can learn the most and do the most, get the most growth. And also the planet was in need of higher soul, of advanced soul that could incarnate with with those memories intact in order to share this understanding and to communicate and establish this field of consciousness that will open up to the fifth dimension. That is opening up to the fifth dimension. So there is two programs. One is the internal program that is when we have to learn to return to where there is always love, unity, and light. And there is the outer program that's full of duality and polarities and contrast. And so there's still the ego is still an expert. I still find my ego sometimes is sending me thoughts and energies and emotion that takes me out of my center. It takes me a great deal of effort to return there where I find my peace and my serenity. For right now, there is this very powerful new moon in Aries that's making a square to Pluto, and the conjunction of Pluto and Saturn. So it's a great deal of transformation, internal transformation. All kinds of things are possible. We have to learn to reconnect, to do as much as possible to create a love relationship between our mental body, our physical body, our emotional body. Sometimes we complain about our physical body because it brings us pain. We know, as the Master Lao Tzu said, that if we are any kind of pain, it is because of our physical body. If there was no physical body, there is nothing that could give us any sort of pain. But we have to learn to love it and to smile to ourselves when we look at ourselves in the mirror, to love our body, to love each and every cell, every part of our body. It's like to reconnect to this love of the body and to work with the mind in order to elevate our mind and to align our emotions so they can elevate us. And so to be kind to ourselves, to understand also that what we seek to connect is to our God self. What I'm teaching here is like for every, in essence, all spiritual paths will lead you back to the one, to the God, to the Godhead. And so God is all, but He's also in all, but He's above all. He's also above anything. It's quite beyond. The more you know God, the more you realize how little you know, and how magnificent God is. And for God is below you, God is on your level, and God is above you. It's on the right, on your left, it's within, without, it's everywhere. It is an omnicentric presence and this consciousness that is throughout the whole universe of universes, and even that is nothing in relation to the Paradise God that is even that holds all the secrets of all the future universes. For God is the only being that has never changed and will never change. For He's the Father Absolute. Because He's on the finite level. Here is looking for the supremacy through us. Is realizing what is true, what is good, and what is beautiful. The realization of supremacy. Then we'll go into Absolute. We're looking for transcendental reality, and we'll achieve the ultimate. And once we have achieved the ultimate, the supreme ultimate, and the super ultimate, we'll look for the Absolute. For God is an Absolute. An absolute means does not change. An absolute cannot change. It has no beginning, no end, no time, no space. And so all of that is part of the potential realization. Of course, right now we're looking for this transcendental level of reality. We're looking for to heal all those parts of ourselves. We have to apply kindness and love to ourselves to be able to receive the love from the universe. For the love of the universe has always been inside our heart. It's always been there. Always, never left us. But so we can call on the great Archangel Raphael. We thank Raphael through his emerald ray to come and assist us in this healing process. And I was questioning the fact to use the tarot, but if I'm not making it in terms of projection, I'm making it in terms of understanding, revealing certain things about the now. For the future cannot be revealed because we're creating and recreating each moment of now. So it is all an unfoldment. What we seek is to find the 0 point. For there is a thought my friend taught used to say is that there is one God, one truth, one point of freedom. And once we find that 0 point, we'll find the nirvana of being. We'll reconnect to the fifth dimension, to our true self, our true eternal self. And so I also wanted to say personally, I work through a light that is guiding me. It's the North Star, Polaris. It is where I come from. It is the essence, the energy of my origin. It is where I came into this universe. We were 5 spirit, and we were led into this solar system. But we work through this collective brotherhood, this light of Polaris. And before that, my origin point was on the central aisle. We were like a group of spirit beings, but it wasn't a time and space reality at all. Here everything is separated by time and space, but on Paradise there is no separation, but there is a differentiation between the material and the spiritual. The material being the non-personal, Paradise is non-personal, and the spiritual are the spirit beings that exist above Paradise on the upper side. And so but there are also many other aspects of Paradise that do not come in, that have, even there we didn't really even have to inquire about, but there is pre-personal beings and super-personal beings and absonite beings, and all those beings came into existence as the result of the creation of the universe of universes outside of Paradise. But since this origin point, it was before that, then we had no need to understand that. But as I will make my return, I will be able to discover so much more, and I know that I will return home. We all need to return to that. Paradise is the primal origin and final destiny of all personalities. And so it is our destiny to return eventually to that great Isle of Light and Life, and we'll be able to discover all these wonders for there is more wonders on Paradise than the whole universe of universes. So we need to seek, and it's always on the northwest. Right now in our galaxy is in the northwest. So it's although it's non-localized because it's the center of all things, so it's a great deal of mystery within the relationship. It is like right now we have the law, we have like a state government, but Paradise is like the federal government. It's got those other laws that precedes and overstep all things, for it is primal in all ways, and the will of God is primal. And so we want to submit ourselves to this guidance inside in order to find our communion of will between our own will and the will of our Father, of our source, of our Creator. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to add that there is the ego desires and there's the soul desires. For we want to let go of this ego desires. For the ego does not really know. The ego is in the comfort zone, and so we want to let go and let God. And so once we let go and let God, the soul can take over the program and can create the most beautiful life for us. It's what is in plan. That's what's worked out. It's just the ego is interfering with that. I'm still find that my ego still has a bag of tricks to try to deviate me from my past, but I'm still working on it. As most human beings have about 200 to 300 different kind of astral entity and conscious program that works through fear and conditioning, and those entities are feeding on fear. But we want to send, whenever there is a fear, if you can send it love, the entity will disconnect because they're not used to feed on love. Maybe they'll take it and they'll send the love to other of their kind, but we want to disconnect to all kinds of unconscious programs to replace them with conscious program. When we turn on the TV, there's about 100 programs, different connection to fear-based programs that are activated. Soon the media will be liberated, and there will be pure love and light that will be communicated throughout the waves. For we want to breathe in light and breathe out love, breathe in light and breathe out creativity. When we are stressed, we breathe in light and we breathe out stress, we breathe out. So it's about breathing more, being more conscious of our breathing. It is quite important to become aware each moment that life exists within an inspiration and expiration. That's one of the teachings of the Buddha. Those two paintings behind me, this one was done in 2009. but it was about the 2012 alignment between the galactic center here and the planet Earth. That's symbolized here as the sun. It was the symbol of the sun and the symbol of the galactic center. But here it is it's like a shape of France that's enlightened, because I was in France at the time, so I was. And this painting is an interior, and there's two paintings. There's an abstract painting here, and there is this little person, this little character here that's like he's got this DNA, there's two ellipses, and there is the cross that marks the spot, the point of freedom that brings to the blue sun, which is like here is the Earth that's turned into a star, and the golden sun. And it turns into a Merkaba, which will be a sign and dated 2009. Those part of the interior. Those are archetypal ideas that will be studied by humanity for the next 1,000 years. All those spiritual ideas, it will come slowly but surely. I'm going to pull 4 cards. The highest wisdom for us today is temperance. Temperance means to become master of ourselves. It is about dominating our lower aspect, and to know that this lower aspect exists, and to allow it to be in control of that, to allow it to express itself without being dominated by it. So it is about creating this internal alchemistry. What we need to understand is trust. We have to trust. Essentially, we have to trust the divine plan. For all is part of the divine plan. Even the plans of the ego is part of the divine plan. But what we need to do is hesitation. So we need to stop hesitating. There is no more need to hesitate. We want to be clear and in a receptive mode to allow the flow of divine light and divine experience and divine manifestation to flow into our life. And then we will come into the world of energy, the card number 1. We are the creator, we are the one, we are connected to the one that is all, the one that is love. And that is really something we need to remind ourselves. And the outcome can be doubts. Doubts is like we've been working through doubts for ages. So it is not easy to let go of all doubts. But as we move into knowledge, there is no more doubts, because it's like doubts comes because there is a lack of knowledge, and so we want to, once there is knowledge, everything is known. There is no more anything is hidden. So we want to clear up all this darker aspect of ourselves, so we can be like a pure crystal, like an open book. At which point we'll find revelation. Revelation will come to us for life in the spirit realm is on the need to know basis. For there is a lot of things that are even my own life that God is hiding from me, but is revealing so much as well. And but I'm sure there is wisdom in terms of what is hidden, because it has to be revealed in the right and proper time. Well, I hope this message was meaningful to you, for you, that we'll be able to continue to work with those ideas and principles. I'm going to finish with a song. It's about the spring. It's a song from a great singer named Jacques Brel. I haven't rehearsed it, so it's about spring and how beautiful the spring is, how much love is in the air. Very innocent, all the song. It goes like this. Au printemps, et mon cœur et ton cœur sont repeints au vin blanc. Au printemps, les amants vont prier Notre-Dame du bon temps. Au printemps, pour une fleur, un sourire, un sermon, pour l'ombre d'un regard en riant. Toutes les filles vous donneront leurs baisers, puis tous leurs espoirs. Vois tous ces cœurs comme des artichauts qui s'effeuillent en battant pour s'offrir au badaud. Vois ces couleurs comme des gentils mégots qui s'enflamment en riant pour les filles du métro. Au printemps, et mon cœur et ton cœur sont repeints au vin blanc. Au printemps, les amants vont prier Notre-Dame du bon temps. Au printemps, pour une fleur, un sourire, un sermon, pour l'ombre d'un regard en riant. Tout Paris se changera en baiser, parfois même en grand soir. Vois tout Paris se change en pâturage pour troupeau d'amoureux, ô bergère peu sage. Vois tout Paris joue la fête au village pour bénir au soleil ces nouveaux mariages. Au printemps, et mon cœur et ton cœur sont repeints au vin blanc. Au printemps, les amants vont prier Notre-Dame du bon temps. Au printemps, pour une fleur, un sourire, un sermon, pour l'ombre d'un regard en riant. Toute la terre se changera en baiser, parfois même en grand soir. Vois ce miracle, car c'est bien le dernier qui s'offre encore à nous sans avoir à l'appeler. Vois ce miracle qui devait arriver. C'est la première chance, la seule de l'année, au printemps, au printemps. Et mon cœur et ton cœur sont repeints au vin blanc, au printemps, au printemps. Les amants vont prier Notre-Dame du bon temps. Voilà, it's just an older song, but it's about the spring and how beautiful our life should be a celebration each and every day. I thank you very much. I will return to you shortly, and I wish you a wonderful day and a wonderful new moon. Namaste.